You know, just because I've never heard of a show doesn't necessarily mean that it's so obscure I can automatically get away with playing it on YouTube, it turns out. I can't just make assumptions about what is too obscure to be targeted by Content ID. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, I'm live again. Let's just go ahead and give this the thumbnail that the last stream had and monetize it while we're at it. Thumbnail. Okay. And then let's go ahead and share this new stream. Oh, I guess you're going to get hit with ads immediately, YouTube decided. Okay. All right. You know, them's the breaks sometimes. Twitch is alive again too, yay, but I'm the only one on Twitch. It's true. Thank you for being there, Taylor Zap. I gotta get that Twitch watch time so I could eventually get that Twitch partnership or whatever. I have to look into how that works again. I've done it before. It's been a long time since I've had a Twitch. My Twitch is new. We made it on stream like a couple weeks ago. So not a lot of people know about it or are following it. I haven't promoted it a ton, but you know, I changed the name of the YouTube channel so that it would have the same name as the Twitch channel, so that when I say I'm live, I don't have to say like Yig Studio on YouTube and Trixie the Golden Witch on Twitch or whatever, you know. Used to watch in the before times when I streamed on IM Games, yeah. And I gave that account to Tom Oliver, and I'm pretty sure that he continued streaming on it since then. Otherwise, I would have just used that account, but I don't even think it's probably got the same name or password or anything by this point. So, yeah, I just made a new one with the full name Trixie the Golden Witch so that I could have that on both YouTube and Twitch. Make it easier for everybody to find where the fuck I am all the time. I'm waiting for people to filter back in here so we can watch some more anime. We were having a great time watching The White Whale of Mu, which I had never heard of and just assumed was so obscure that there's no way I'm going to get Content ID'd watching it. That was foolish to think. Tom Oliver is now doing a collab channel with Saber. I see. Well, maybe I'll ask him if he still wants that channel, and I'll just take it back and rename it or something. I don't know. I already made a new channel, so I'm not going to bother with that. Realistically. Okay, well, I guess I got to share my screen again, but if we watch something that copyrighted, we're going to have to watch it smaller. I was really hoping that this size with a relatively obscure show, the audio got you claimed 100% on YouTube. Yeah, probably. It's always surprising what stuff does or doesn't get claimed, though. And it typically is just anime. Like, anything that's anime is way more likely to get claimed than, you know, anything else I watch. Or at the very least, more likely to get blocked. Because I'll play, like, copyrighted music on here all the time, and usually it just ends up being, like, a revenue share or something. It's not usually, you know, a whole ass, like, blocking the video worldwide or whatever. But if I get blocked for anime, it almost always leads to me having to remove that clip. Although, also, when you get blocked, like this, sometimes if the stream gets taken down, it doesn't necessarily mean that the video also gets a Content ID block, which is odd. Like, let's see. Yeah, see, this one, the stream got taken down, but it has not yet been Content ID blocked or even monetization blocked. Let's see if we can get it monetized for now. Yeah, so it's fully monetized for now. When this one went down the other night for the same reason, I tried to watch something I thought was obscure enough it wouldn't get me in trouble. The stream got pulled. Oh no, I don't want the ad suitability review. The stream got pulled, but not because of the thing we were watching. Like that led to it not being monetized, but like the stream got pulled while I was watching something, but it hasn't been blocked because of that being in the video. The video did then get blocked for other clips that were in it that I had to have removed. So yeah, it's really strange. So it's possible this video may or may not get blocked, but if it does, it won't be because of the fact that it was taken down while it was live. I've been experimenting a lot with this because this channel is the YouTube channel is so fucked like algorithmically that there's nothing I can do to like make it worse. At this point, I'm just kind of fucking like poking at it and seeing what happens. Like the only thing that would make it worse would be the channel getting fully taken down, but that's happened to me several times before. So it just means I got to move on to the next platform or whatever. Turla Zap says, I think the shows you were watching got claimed because it had a recent remaster, hence the higher quality of the release, which is probably the publisher cares. That's true. We weren't having problems when we were watching the original shitty subtitles. I think the only things that you can watch safely are basically abandonware anime that no one has the rights to anymore, have no recent remasters or recent Blu-ray releases. That's also probably true. I was shocked by the fact that it was Blu-ray also. Like, that was something that had taken me by surprise. I was so drawn in by the quality of it that I wasn't thinking about the legality of showing something that looks so amazing on stream. Well, does anybody have some suggestions for like abandonware anime I can watch? I thought I would get busted for the fucking Sanrio thing. That seemed to slide. I guess we didn't watch that much of it. But I don't know. I wonder like how long in it takes before it starts to be detected. Well, I guess I'll have to watch The White Whale of Mu on my own time. I'm glad we got to advertise. This is a good show. Quality show. Everybody should check it out. You've recently been stashing a bunch of anime from the 70s and 80s, and all the important ones seem to have remasters somehow. Anime trying to preserve its history, going back through the coffers and seeing what they can do more cheaply than making an entirely new IP that's going to suck. It's smart. It's good. It's a good thing. Going back and doing all that. It's just not good for me trying to find something I can play for free on my channel. Somebody suggest me free anime. What is free anime? What's some rights-free, some royalty-free anime we can watch? There's no way the Anne Frank anime is royalty-free, Landon. 90s count, everything counts. This is no longer just 80s anymore. I changed the name. I just want obscure anime that I won't get busted for watching. What can we watch? I want to promote free content. I use Krita. I edit in fucking, what the hell is this thing called? DaVinci Resolve. I got Audacity here on deck. Big fan of free programs. And we got Chrome because it's the only thing that lets me capture audio from desktop, and Brave because it's the only browser I actually use. MS fucking Paint. It's all free. It's all free. Just pretend that's not there. It's all free. Check that out. Who remembers Movie Maker? I do. I made a lot of videos on Movie Maker before my brother Victor was introduced by a friend to Sony Vegas, and that was what I then used for a very long time. And now Victor has moved on to professional tools, and I have downgraded to free. But honestly, DaVinci Resolve is great. It works for my purposes. It does everything I need it to. So Stop motion anime Briar Rose or The Sleeping Beauty. All right, we'll check that out. Is that all one title? Fuck all these tabs I opened. Yeah, it does look like it's all one title. Okay. Not this. This. Ooh. Clicky. It's a good noise.
Ooh. 私の父である国王と母である妃の間には長いこと子供が生まれませんでした。そしてやっと私が生まれたお祝いの日のあの大騒ぎについてはもうご存知だと思います。
Okay, I'm sorry, but as pretty and cute as this is, it's been superseded because Gary always just gave me $5 to watch Mad Bull because the dubs are on YouTube. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that I won't get blocked for playing it because if it's like an official upload or whatever, doesn't look like it is. Okay, well, this seems unlikely to be a problem. Although, wait, doesn't this have like tits in it? Can I show this on YouTube? Does this not have like boobs? This doesn't even look like the first episode. No, this is like episode 4. Whatever. Doesn't look like there's any boobs in the first 5 minutes at least. Ooh, that jazz though. This music is fucking coolin'. Ooh. This is exactly what you need to hear on a hot summer morning.
Hey, you okay?
No reply.
Let's check it out.
That was an interesting animation.
Oh!
Oh, fuck. That fucking bass line. Yo, this needs to get sampled right off.
Jesus, what is it?
This bass goes so fucking hard.
Right, that's close enough, mister.
Uh-oh, it's the Guyver. And the Green Goblin.
No, please!
I can't remember. Is that secretly like a hot chick underneath or something? I feel like that might be the case. Slick. This is literally Spider-Man.
All these injuries look as if they were caused by an extremely sharp knife.
He fired off every round.
What I don't understand is why they didn't call for backup.
Probably didn't have time to get on a radio. I wonder who could have rubbed out 4 officers. There must have been a group of them.
I love his voice. He's got one of the best dub voices.
This was our grisly introduction to the worst series of killings New York had ever seen. They would later be known as the Capricorn Murders.
The funk. Yeah. That's some fucking cowboy shit. Cop killer. We didn't really need the subtitle commentary there. I don't know who decided to add that.
For Christ's sake,
Right, I'm doing a quick tit search. See how long it is before tits. And when I need to be worried about tits.
Damn!
Ah, here we go. Around 28 minutes, there's big time tits. Statue of puberty.
Cold tonight. Yeah, I reckon it might snow. Time we got back to the station.
Everybody's getting killed.
Attention all cars. Attention all
And
cars.
so far, this episode is just
Killer
watching
killers
cops
are
die. I'm
constantly
pretty into it.
attacking police patrols throughout the city. If you come under attack, do not attempt to tackle the suspect or suspects alone.
I have, of course,
Call
seen
for
this
immediate
before.
backup. Repeat. Call for immediate backup.
Damn, Sleepy's taking his time tonight.
I think this is episode 3 of Mad Bull. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, we can't. Sorry, that's it. 5 minutes exactly. That's what you got, Gary. That's exactly how long it took before it became something I can't show on YouTube. Incredible. Wow, it's amazing how much adrenaline ran through me when I realized I had to pause that before tits got onto the screen. I thought I had done a proper scan, a proper tit scan. Let's look at Shadow the Hedgehog to forget that we ever saw sex or that sex has ever happened. This is the best way to forget about sex. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah. That sounds like some no sex music right there.
I become president. This is such a good story.
Oh god, I hate giggle fucks. I cannot listen to giggle fuck videos, man. Anytime I click on a video and I hear some dudes giggling, I'm just like, please no. Please no. Or chicks giggling. Anybody giggling. If I hear giggling, I'm immediately out. I don't want to hear a bunch of giggle fucks in my ears. That's what I'm going to call that from now on, Giggle Fuck Podcast. What is this? Is this a bunch of new shorts on Trixie Clips or something?
Necromancer's back.
That seems to be it. Okay, so you created short versions of like every funny moment. I'm guessing this is every funny moment that happens in that Necromancer video. Just every
Commercialized art versus.
It's way more distracting that everyone else won't shut the fuck up about how bad the video is.
It seemed to be
That is
It's
one of
way
my
more
favorite
distracting than-
things.
the longest I had watched at the time was
Such a troll
Sorry,
comment.
bullying is part of the chat when you start to bully me. What the fuck is wrong? I don't know if you've all caught this in the last 4 years. I'm part of this channel too.
Yeah.
Necromancer's back. So, Necromancer. Lamau, Ellen, also from their avatar in this last account, I think Necro.
Okay, so you just basically like took every single part of it and made it into a short. Interesting. Interesting tactic. Yakuman says to watch Popey the Performer, episode 3. Okay. It's time for more Popey, y'all. I don't know why this specific stream always, like, when I'm on Google Chrome and I type, like, the letter Y into the search bar and hit enter, it takes me specifically to this live stream from 2 weeks ago. Okay. Oh, no. No. We can't do this on Chrome. I don't know why I always forget. How could I forget? I literally forget ads exist most of my day. I'm always, like, shocked when I see one. Okay, let's go back to the start of episode 3. We watched a little bit of it. These episodes are not quite 5 minutes long. The song is a jam. It's so fucking violently loud. The song kind of goes. Sen Huxtable said, "Giggle maxing chuckle cells." Indeed. Get fucking beamed. Alright. Why? Who is, for whom is the celebratory music playing? Just us, the audience, who understands that Popey deserves this? Why are you so sad for Popey? He's a bad man. It's an interesting circle it left. He's got weirdly like Astro Boy energy. Or Speed Racer. But if the madness took over. Get fucked. Uh-oh. No, don't feel bad for Popey. Yeah, he cut you in half. He put you back wrong. I guess it's like that lady from Watchmen said, you know, all the memories become good memories eventually. They remind you that you lived or whatever. The fucking music goes so hard in this. Yeah, chicken. I was dead and you were eating chicken. He put himself in the rice cooker or pot? What? How did he fit in there? He was just embarrassed that he was having a good time while Popey was suffering. All right, we'll do another episode because on average, you've technically paid for 4 of them, I think. The mask faces are so goddamn adorable. It's a brilliant technique for getting like a set of very nuanced faces that you could apply to, you know, characters that by design cannot reflect that level of nuance. But like 3D models make for great stone cold sociopaths. Actually, his face kind of looks like Woody from Toy Story, who, you know, is the bad guy of that movie. Oh, I got an ad on my phone watching my own stream. I guess that's good. I probably shouldn't have skipped it. What's the best entry point album for Ministry? I don't know if there's really necessarily a Ministry album that's all that good. My mom was a big fan of them. I've never listened to like a ton of their older stuff. The song Rio Grande Blood is fun because it's got like this like guy doing a George Bush impersonation. He's like, I want money. I want your money. I want crude oil. That's the government's money. But they're basically just like definitional industrial thrash. Like whatever you think industrial thrash would sound like, they sound like that. Except for their first album from before they were industrial thrash, where they were like 80s new wave. Which is not bad. But they try not to talk about that. He got knifed in the face. He's dead. Or a version of him is dead, I guess. Oh, okay, he keeps summoning his soul back with chicken. I get it. Bro, stop simping the chicken and let your soul rest in heaven. God damn. It's not worth coming back for like that. You never even get to eat the chicken. This is an important lesson that if after you die, you get a second chance and the promise of chicken, you should just say no. You're not going to get to eat that chicken. That's the devil's deal. All right, that's all the Poppy the Clown we get for now. Because I've been promised that I would be paid for every single minute of Poppy the Performer. The show's called Poppy the Performer, right? But the song is Poppy is a Clown. Seems wrong. Then again, what doesn't seem wrong about Poppy the Performer? All right, what's some more free anime I can watch? What's more royalty-free anime? Music does kind of feel like Mario 64. Is it embarrassing to admit that I find the wolf mask guy kind of hot? Yes, I am a gay furry. I don't think it's embarrassing. I think he's a cutie. I like his very frank facial expressions. You know, he's very emotional for being like a wolf guy. Maybe a little. I would say maybe the personality is a bit of a turnoff. You know, the fact that he's a whimpering coward and a simp for an evil clown. But otherwise, you know, this if we're just talking about raw physical attraction, I don't think it's. Was Popey one of the main inspirations for the Digital Circus? That would be really interesting. I would not be surprised if they knew about it. I just got 400 Czech dollars. Thank you very much. This isn't meant in an insulting way, so watch Fags, A Story of Murder and Precision Ball Bearings by Deadbug, which combines storytelling with true crime video. Okay, that sounds interesting. What is 400 CZK in USD? I'm very curious. Is this like $4 or like $40? It's like $17. Okay. So what the fuck is the equivalent then? Okay, so 40 cents. But it probably could be used to buy something that would cost $1 in the US, right? I don't know. I don't know how it works. What could you... That's $17 for me, which is enough for me if I wanted to go to like a fancy restaurant by myself and get like their middle priced or like lower priced dish. Not necessarily a fancy restaurant, but like, you know, like a... There's got to be a better example I could use than that. What's something that costs $17? Like a 12-pack of beer that's on sale. Like an on-sale 12-pack variety pack of beer. I'm just curious, what is the equivalent that you can... Anyway, let's watch the Fags, A Story of Murder and Precision Ball Bearings. Let's go. This counts as free and...
Warning, the following program contains scenes of death.
Did I accidentally put... I didn't mean to put this on the... Didn't mean to put that comment on the screen. I don't know why that happened.
That bug here. Okay, on this joint, I'm going to try and do something a little different and do something a little autobiographical, if that's a word. That's if I can get this ancient piece of junk working. Okay, this is me here. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Handsome. But I guess we all have our crosses to bear.
I thought cute, but whatever.
That means trouble more than once. Because it seemed that if I weren't trying to get into pussy,
Mrs. Salga,
I was getting into fights. And if I weren't getting into fights, I was trying to get out of detentions. And this is my best friend, Donnie Brown. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I couldn't find his grade 9 picture, so I used a grade 7 picture.
That fucking hair, though. Holy fuck.
He was a good for ladies, man. He wasn't much of a talker, but I guess he didn't need to be, because he could convey the message that he needed to convey. It is popular belief that he lost his virginity to a retarded girl named Susan Scott at Camp King's party. A rumor that he would neither confirm nor deny. Although our friend Dean Barton says he smelled his fingers afterwards, and it smelled like the real deal. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. She don't look like retarded. But she were in a special class and sat on couches instead of desks. And when you're 12 years old, that's all it takes. But she were fully functional. He wasn't committing any crimes. It was Friday night.
Okay.
Donnie had stolen a few beers off his old man. My Uncle George would give me a couple of joints. So we got high at my place before we met up at the mall with the rest of the gang. Donnie had high hopes that he was going to score with this girl that he liked at a nearby school. Her name was Darlene. And he said she was a babe and that he was going to make it with her. But when we got there, she ignored him. She didn't know he was alive. So I guess to salvage some of his dignity, Donnie picked up a shopping cart, threw it through the front window of the Dixie Bolorama. And everyone started running like fleas.
Picked up a shopping cart. I'm
As we were
trying to
making our
visualize
escape,
that.
The pigs caught up with us. Yeah, sure, we tried to tell them we didn't do it, but they arrested us, along with a few other people who were fleeing the scene. In court,
Yeah,
judge
but
gave
the
us something
police
called
coming
an
straight from the
antisocial
underground.
order, because we'd been in trouble before and hadn't been attending school with any regularity. We were told we had to take a court-appointed job, or else we'd be locked up in juvie for 3 months. So we took the job. How hard could it be after all? So a bus would pick us up every day. From 7 to 3, we'd sign on with our probation officer. On the first day, when we approached the factory and our new job for the next 3 months, in the distance, I could see 3 red letters at the top of the factory, slowly coming into view. Fag. At first I thought my eyes might be deceiving me. Then I asked the driver, "Hey, tough guy, does that say what I think it says?" And he just nodded and said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, is it short for anything?" And he said, "No, it's just called fag." And I looked at each other like we were going to simultaneously.
Oh my god, it's just
Donnie
called
said to me, "Maybe it won't be so bad. As long as we keep this between you and me, we don't tell a soul. Our friendship, the bond, will protect us. It can't get any worse than this."
Attention fags. Please go to the canteen and collect your fag overalls. You must not be on the work floor without your fag overalls. And this is a reminder to all new fags. Please do not enter through the front door. All fags. I repeat, all fags are required to enter in the rear.
What the fuck are fag overalls? What sort of madhouse is this? We gotta get out of here. We gotta leave this place. As we frantically looked for an exit, we heard a voice call out, "Hey, you fags." And when we looked up, we saw Dave Dobson, an asshole who used to go to our school, 17 years old and a full beard, a straight-up Neanderthal who got kicked out of school for picking on smaller kids and girls. But we had worse things to worry about than Dirty Dave, and all we wanted was an escape plan. Spotting a fire exit, we phoned our probation officer and said we had a medical emergency. Needing to think quick, I told him that Donnie had AIDS, and then we climbed the fence and left fag. Forever. But unfortunately, the judge wasn't too compassionate when I told him that Donnie didn't have AIDS and the real reason we had to leave our court-appointed jobs. So he sent us straight to juvie for a 3-month stretch. When Donnie and I got out of juvie, we didn't talk too much. Kind of went our separate ways. I figured it was because he was embarrassed, because he might have been gang raped on the inside, even though I told everybody he had AIDS to try to protect him. But I guess protocol is protocol. So I went back to school and started hanging out with Sean Mooney, spending most of my spare time getting
Owen
balls
Wilson.
deep in Linda Appleton. God, she was hot. While Donnie, on the other hand, dropped out of school and started working at Burger King. But one night out of the blue, Donnie called me. It sounded like he'd been crying, and he told me that his girlfriend had been murdered. And I was in shock. Who the fuck will kill Susie the retard Scarborough? She couldn't count to 10 with her socks off, much less incur someone's wrath.
I thought you said
Donnie
she
said
was
no,
functioning.
they were Darlene Prariello, the girl from the mall. And he told me that her body had been found at Fag, the place that we worked at for about 40 minutes. She had left Donnie's place at about 10:30. She had a curfew for 11. He wanted to walk her, but she said it were okay. She'd gone to Burger King to catch a bus. No last time she was seen again. Donnie had told me that he loved her and that he lost his virginity to her. And and that he'd never had sex with Susie the retard, that he just made that up. Which for me, if I was making up stories, I would have aimed a little higher than Susie Scarborough.
He's really
anyway, he told me
fixated on
this,
that.
He started to cry, and I didn't know what to say. So I told him it was probably best he didn't get balls deep with Susie, because, you know, her brother had the gene, and, you know, if she might have it, and if they had kids and whatnot, it could. And then he just cut me off, told me to shut the fuck up. I didn't know what else to say, so I tried to make small talk and asked him if he wanted to come to the hockey game because I had extra tickets. He said no.
The fucking dramatic music as the story continues to get less
As news
meaningful.
Darlene's murder spread, everyone was talking about it, and the general consensus was that Donnie did it. Anyone who had the capabilities of throwing a shopping cart through the bowling alley window had the capabilities to kill. And since Donnie wasn't going to school now and was working at Burger King's business must have increased about 100%, because everyone were hanging out of there
100%.
trying to see a sign if they could catch what a murderer looked like. A couple of days after Darlene's body was found, a package was dropped off and the book returned at the local library near our school. Addressed to the police, it contained the necklace that Darlene was wearing the night that she disappeared, and a letter that had the horrific account of a 15-year-old's last hour on this earth. She'd been picked up hitchhiking near Burger King, where she was then tripped behind a factory, then beaten, tortured, raped, sodomized, and murdered. The killer, among other acts of cruelty, stuck industrial-sized nails through her body.
Oh, God.
Used her own lighter to set her pussy hair on fire.
Okay.
Pierced her nipples with a safety pin she'd had.
Sounds like a clipping song.
Then dropped an industrial-sized cinder block on her face. Pissed on her as she prayed, and he left her to slip into the abyss. And at the end of the letter, he taunted the police and said he was now going to kill at the same time every year, and taunted them to try and catch
The phrase, he dropped an industrial-sized cinder block on her face is going to be in my
wondering
head.
if Donnie had been the one to send it. But I knew Donnie didn't send that letter, because he signed every letter he wrote with
bars.
"fuck the police." Even his
Yeah.
grandmother's Christmas card, and there were no such signature on that letter. And I could tell when he called me that night, those were real tears. While everyone were talking about Donnie, the forensics were cutting up Darlene, looking for answers. I guess they figured the more they cut, the more answers they may find. But they were finding nothing.
Yeah, okay.
They were an egghead detective.
How much cutting did they
who had read
do?
about a technique that scientists had been working on, where the body was taken out of the freezer and left to thaw, then covered with a black powder, and a high-speed camera were used to find fingerprints. It was the first time that it were used in a murder investigation, and it worked. They found 2 fingerprints on the inside of Darlene's thighs, where her legs had been forced apart, and the fingerprints weren't Donnie's. It was about a week after Darlene's murder that my friend Dean and I were walking to school, and we were passing Dave Dobson's house. Yeah, the same dick that Donnie and I saw in the fag factory that day. Bully, sadist, all-round asshole. The police were surrounding his
I
house.
saw in the
We were
fag
to find out the
factory
next day
that
when it were on the front page of the paper that he'd been arrested for murdering Darlene.
Field police now have a suspect.
Oh no, I've
custody
become the
charged
giggle
with
cock I was
first-degree
complaining
murder.
about.
16-year-old Darlene Priorella. 17-year-old David James Dobson will appear in police court in Brampton tomorrow. An autopsy revealed the victim died of a fractured skull and asphyxiation after she was sexually assaulted. She was found last Friday behind a factory in Mississauga.
Oh, Dirty Dave, the school creep and bully. Seems that he'd also been out that Friday night at Dixie Bowl-O-Rama, the night that Donnie had thrown the shopping cart through the window. And they got him and took his fingerprints, as well as getting him a job at Fag. And it were those very same fingerprints that they matched to the ones found on Darlene's thighs. So in the end, it was Donnie Brown that caught Darlene's murderer. I never talked to Donnie again. He drifted out of my life, like a lot of people do from our teens. So I never got to find out how he felt about what had happened. Sure, I'd heard rumors that he'd become a manager at the local Bolorama. Yeah, the same one that he'd thrown the shopping cart through the front window.
Very likely.
And that he'd even eventually
How it
bought the
goes.
place and turned it into a shrine for Darlene.
Jesus
Seems kind
Christ.
of crazy. But it isn't, if you could remember this is the guy who spread rumors that he'd had sex with a retarded girl. And Dobson
Had to get it in there one more time.
Garbage. All accounts and purposes, though he enjoyed prison life and started getting stinky finger with a whole bunch of the other prisoners. Became quite popular, even with the priest who died and left everything he had to him. I guess working at FAG was a perfect fit for him.
Don't let me go. Lost in the night.
Fucking like footage of like children.
We let our
This is
show.
fucking awful. This is awful.
Cause the cold weight of dark.
Enough. Enough. Okay. Good God, how long does it go?
all around.
Sissy got married to a pro baseball player and had 3 kids. None were retarded. That's good.
But I'm holding on. Patience gets wasted.
Yeah, we know.
On something or someone. Cause
Ida
I've been here waiting alone so
that fucking guy.
Been aching for saving.
I said retired, not retarded.
Yeah, I'm quietly sinking. Got nothing to breathe. Under the weight of you, I'll sink beneath.
No longer a small city.
Someone.
Gotta get those fag mulberries. Jesus Christ, it never ends. If Darlene had lived, she would probably be a grandmother. Her family have dedicated their lives to keeping her memory alive. Well, that was fucking hilarious. I've never heard of this channel. I don't know if it's all like this or what, but that was excellent. Death by porn. Is it all just like fake fake slash what's the word I'm looking for? Satirical. Satirical is the better word for it. Is it all satirical true crime? Fucking bags. A story of murder and precision ball bearings. These don't have a ton of views. This deserves to be a lot more popular than it is. That was excellent satire. Very fucking funny. He uploading quite fast at the same quality. To your knowledge, they're real. So the stories are real. He's just doing it in a satirical way, or is he like just reading people's absolutely ridiculous stories, or what is like that was, I mean, that seemed openly preposterous. That seemed like it could have been couched in a real story, but none of the details of how it was told could possibly be real, right? I just subscribed to that on the Picnic Adventure channel. I should probably have done that on my actual channel. Whatever. I have to pee really badly, so I'm just going to put on another one while I go pee. No, I don't want the death of Baby Bronson, although that sounds hilarious. So let's try this. Oh, hey, it's the Sindel scream from Mortal Kombat. Oh, my God.
Meet 23-year-old student Alice Wood. Now meet her fiancé, 24-year-old charity worker Ryan Watts. Now, although Alice is tasty, it's safe to say she's also temperamental. Emphasis on the word mental. Case in point. Ryan had invited Alice to a work function to celebrate a colleague's birthday. And although it appeared to be going well, Alice accused Ryan of flirting with someone, and they both left angrily. Witnesses said they were screaming at each other in the parking lot, even arguing who was going to drive. But the best was yet to come. Because when Alice dropped Ryan off at his car, instead of saying goodnight and reconvening in the morning when cool heads prevailed, Alice had different ideas, and she started trying to run her beloved over. And if first you don't succeed, try again. It was horrified motorists who alerted Alice that her fiancé was being dragged underneath the car, finally pulling over 158 meters away, saying to a witness, "I think I've run over my boyfriend."
Based on the circumstance that we found out already, okay? An arrest you on suspicion of murder, okay? So you don't have to say anything, but behind your fence, you don't mind.
Pissed out of her head, the promising Cambridge student was found guilty, and it looks like she'll be going away for a long time. Ain't love a bitch?
Well, my story is...
In 1982, on the 30th of December, right between Christmas and New Year's Eve, a little girl named Katie Beers was born in the town of Mastic Beach, Long Island. But to people familiar with this case, she's ended up being known as the girl in the wall.
Tell me something. He threw me on the bed. I just want my daughter back. Please bring her back. And then I was screaming my brains out.
I heard her say a man was coming after her with a knife, and she said, oh my God, here he comes.
He started kissing me.
Our biggest concern is that we find this child, well and safe.
My hand hit a nail.
The last time I seen her was when she was walking towards the machine. I started getting scared.
He locked me in that little cubby hole.
Kidnapped, assaulted, trapped, and chained up, 9-year-old Katie Beers.
Oh no, why do I have autoplay on? I don't want that. My mom just gave me this shirt that is for Mastodon State Park in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm like, well, this must be where the band Mastodon from Atlanta, Georgia derived their name. I don't know if like Georgia's a place where like the Mastodon roamed once or something. But interesting. All right, what else should we be watching, y'all? I need suggestions, preferably free anime. Nobody even bothered coming up with anything to suggest while I was gone. Y'all ain't on top of it. It's okay. It's not your job to be on top of it. It's my job to be on top of it. And by that, I mean on bottom of it. Or something. I'm eating frozen blueberry waffles. Straight from the freezer. I have not seen Kick Heart. Holidays? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Vivzy Pop. Sure. Oh no. We're not doing it on Chrome though. I love you, Vivzy, but I'm not watching ads. Is this Helltakers? That's what that was called, right? Hellbenders. That's what I'm thinking of. The second episode of Hellbenders. Uh-oh. Spookies. No. The clock must have struck midnight on Halloween. Not gonna lie, that's how I felt last night when I found out that Lily Orchard is actually like cute. I was like, oh no, I've been tricked into bullying a cute girl. What have I done? Is this a furry pride anime? Almost certainly. It's a Vivzy Pop anime. Hey, it's Krampus. Well, that was fug-nuggling adorable. It's a Halloween/Christmas miracle. It was interesting seeing Vivzy Pop, the most like edgy adult animation studio, whatever you would call it, like make something like wholesome and obviously like accessible to babies. To me, this read like The Nightmare Before Christmas, but for somehow an even younger audience, which is good indoctrination. Like this is, you know, I talked about in that that I recorded the other day a video about aging media franchises and how they handle, you know, in onboarding new consumers and also keeping the ones that are already there satisfied, you know, and how like with Shin Megami Tensei, they made like Devil Kids for the Game Boy. So it's like a Pokemon tier, like entry level, like, hey, get you started on this devil shit early so that when you grow up, you're ready for the really hardcore devil shit that we're going to be throwing at you, you know. This is good devil worshipping propaganda, good witchcraft, you know, anti-Christian paradigm animations. We should just embrace that, you know. They don't have to be lying. We can just be Satanists. Kickheart 1080p on YouTube. Been watching you for so many years now. You were kind of my anime idol for knowing and having watched so much, lol. So it's only right I give you some money. Thank you very much, Henry. I appreciate that. Or is it Henri? I don't know how to pronounce. It's in Euro, so I assume it's a European name. Kickheart. I'm surprised I've never watched this. Especially because I guess when this came out, I wasn't yet a Masaaki Yuasa fan. I didn't really start liking his stuff until Ping Pong, and then I kind of retroactively became interested in the rest of his stuff, but still never ended up watching this. Also, I guess it seemed like people had been let down by it somewhat, but maybe that's just because people had like crazy expectations of what would come out of Kickstarter. Like, this is, as far as I know, the most responsibly handled anime Kickstarter. The first one that was like just like a clean success, as far as I know. I don't know how true that is, but I know I ended up I gave some money to Under the Dog, and Under the Dog fucking blew ass. So, you know, if this clears that bar, I'll be happy with it. Hopefully this isn't something that's copyright protected. Look at that Gorilla Man. This already has such an amazing, like, feel. Like, my first, real quick, project consultation, Mamoru Oshii, huh? Probably on, like, how to go about making a crowdfunded project. I'm going to go back, actually. I'm just, like, I'm blown away by, it's kind of taken for granted that, like, you know, animation is 12 drawings a second, and that those drawings all flow into one another naturally. But, like, you can also kind of just subtly make them all totally different. And the way this does that through, like, the paint being a little bit different on each cell, it makes it feel like there's just so much happening. Like, it's really using every frame to create a sense of action. And, like, when you have that with the very specific sounding music, this is a vibe I've never seen anywhere before. Really good. Orutaichi. Whoever Orutaichi is, they really did it. Somebody needs to make this into a beat. Beat flip this. I don't know if any of my producer friends are around right now, but that song needs to get beat flipped. I guess I say that like every stream, though. About multiple songs. What the hell? That's a big motherfucker. Oh no, you're gonna get a Kira'd. Yep, somebody else already got a Kira'd in here. Oh. Uh-oh. Ha! She is a slab of iron. burn that belly. He's like, do me. Damn. The fucking sounds. I can see why maybe the progressives didn't want to celebrate this particular animated short. You know, as they're called, I mean. The self-described.
Wrestler さん。はい。それ、レディエスのおもちゃ？ええ。お一ついかがですか？
So far, my impression of this is that this might be the most like honest piece of straight media I've ever seen. Like this is what the straight experience really is about, I think, probably. It's hard for me to know for sure, but this is the impression I get of the straight experience. If they were being like honest about it, the way that gays usually are. These all his children? Oh, there's sibling. Oh, okay, orphanage. I was like, damn, he be nutting for a second there. He's got a translation parrot. A minor in brainwashing.
あなたどこへ行ってたの？後で懲罰室へ来て。
ロミオはここ出身で、小さい頃は懲罰室、大きくなってもきついトレーニングで体をいじめ抜く子じゃった。うわ、レディー S だ。かっこいい。みんな S なの？マスクも M はないの。レ
スラーなんて偶像崇拝はいけませんよ。ちゃんと働いてみんなにプレゼントくださるような CEO のお兄さんに感謝しないと。
CEO のお兄さん、ありがとう。いやいや、
これは本？
Uh-oh.
ダメです、それは。何慌てて。マスクマン M だ。それ僕にちょうだい。やった。そんなん欲しくねえよ。売れないレスラーなんて余計にいけないわ。プロレス見に行きたい。
Yeah.
プロレスなんて汚れたもの絶対にダメです。勝手に敷地の外へ出てはダメなの。これで体の中にすくった悪しきものを退治なさい。
Roost. Ha. What is going on? Oh. Why are they all inspecting his shit? Why? Okay. I understand the issue, but they didn't all need to come stare into the toilet about it like that. It's not that I even don't believe that would happen. Especially nuns. They some freaky ass motherfuckers. Ugh.
疲れてない？今までいろいろ言ったけどさ、すべて帳消しにして、ユウに仕事入ったよ。レディーエース様とガチの覆面かけた一本勝負。レディーエース様が直々にユウをご指名だ。これを受ければ、今日のミステイクは帳消しになって、勝てば5000万の賞金付きだぞ。ユウはなんかやる男だと思ってたぜ。
50,000 yen. $50,000 is just like $500, right? Or did that say 50 million yen? Huh. Get dunked. Huh.
こうしてほしいんだろ。
Now I feel that. I would definitely let a muscle mommy put me in the squeeze. The fucking nipples are smokestacks. You got this, dog. Is it me or does Masaki Yuasa tend to depict sex in a way that makes me think that, like, if you touched him at all, he would immediately come? This whole show is just that T-shirt that says "Don't bully me, I'll come" on it. Oh shit, the seismic toss. Uh-oh. He dodged it. She's dead. Can't just dive bomb neck first onto the ground like that. Lift that corpse and pin it. Not gonna let it happen. Hard to figure out what he really looks like. Yeah, get that money. Are they gonna get to meet outside of kayfabe? Did she donate it to the orphanage? Oh, right, she works for the orphanage. I forgot. Did he not realize? I guess not. See you soon. Is there a sequel? Did that happen? That was really good. The animation was incredible. Story was charming. Characters are fun without really even saying a word. You know, on a sexual level, it was easy to understand, relate to. You know, getting pinned up, just getting comfy, like a shibari of muscles. Ugh. Thank you for that one. Hana no Ko Lunlun Landon, you keep asking for. What is Hana no Ko Lunlun? Is that something that's not copyright protected on YouTube? She looks cute. Let's watch the opening. Little fairies. Yeah. Oh my god, the stomps. That flower is a definite pride item. Yo. She's using witchcraft. Whoa, look at that thing. What the fuck is that? The Eiffel Tower? It's set in Paris? The fucking threads, though. The outfits, though. The fucking baseline is dumb thick in this, though. All the like rainbow flowers are fucking adorable. Well, that was delightful. I don't know if I want to watch a whole episode of that and ruin the mystique for myself. It's gonna be stuck in my fucking head though. Ding 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 ding. Kendrick botted his streams to win. That doesn't sound true. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I'll tell you who I recently worked for. Other artists, I still have very good relationships with them and their label and their managers. Okay. So there's certain people who I would never do that to out of respect. But the most recent song I did do all the bots for, well, most of it and the marketing was Not Like Us.
Yes, you heard that correctly. This young man claims Kendrick Lamar used bots to get Like Us to pop off the way that it did. Kind of. He went on DJ Academic's stream and decided to go full whistleblower on the alleged situation. Do I believe him? Nah, not really. I do not believe Kendrick Lamar.
Mayushi Tuturu remix.
That it is now. But I also know that view botting is not uncommon in music. By the end of the video, you're going to see that this conversation produces a lot more questions than answers, and things really do not add up. So let's go ahead and unpack this together. Feel free to drop your opinions below. You already know I'll be down there.
Yeah. How many times does this play in 1 minute?
なんかね、何が始まるの？ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワン。バナナすっごくデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。味もないし。
Unfucking believable. Unfathomable. This guy is like a Drake simp, isn't he? Yeah, that DJ Academics guy is known for being a Drake simp. Not this Flowers guy who made this video. I think he's going to flip the script on this.
I'm Rose. I make videos about music and other media, reviews, news, rants, anything I feel like, really. I try to keep it fun and engaging. And if that sounds like something you can get down with, stick around. Okay, so let's get introduced to our protagonist.
You know, a lot of people know me online as Epic. I'm also known as like just Epic to the community, to Discord.
Epic? You're claiming the name Epic?
He is a pretty big deal.
You would have to be known as Epic.
For the services that he provides.
I do digital marketing, and I also worked for a couple of the top streamers. I also did a bunch of internet stuff in the past. So,
what internet stuff? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, just give me an example.
So,
what a
for,
frustrating
like,
way to introduce yourself.
Streams.
Holy
so
shit.
I'm big into the fake stream world, or, you know, pushing
big
out
into
albums,
the fake stream
releases,
world. Just
helping
say
with
what you
unit sales,
do.
anything that
Good
has to do with
God.
Billboard or merch,
Do you
etc.
make fake
So,
streams?
he
Is that
runs
what
a
you're
business
saying?
Where he's paid
Is this a self out?
Bot streams and views to keep up the image of certain artists. Like I said, this is very common practice. You don't want labels thinking that you're falling off around the time your contract renews, so you get some bots. Or you could be a label that wants to sell exclusive rights to a streaming service, so you want to inflate the artist, the creator's numbers, so you can get paid more for that exclusive deal. Or you could be a streaming service that wants to convince labels and artists that their core audience is largely on their platform to negotiate the opposite side of said deal, the previous deal. Lots of reasons. Anyways, we need to figure out what went wrong with the situation. Why ruin your whole business model by doing this?
And the only reason I'm coming out and like I wanted to say something is because I've never been put in this position, but recently, ever since like this whole thing started, I've actually been, you know, receiving texts and people have been telling me not to say stuff, and I've just been put in really weird positions.
Wait, what do you mean? What thing? Like,
I really
what
hope
thing
this
started?
fuckboy is about to get reamed by this video.
It was actually threatening text messages after I worked for a certain artist that we'll get into, and pretty much telling me not to say stuff. Like certain people were texting me random numbers.
Even though he's a top name, I'm sure there are others that can do a similar service for around the same price. So what makes somebody want to go with them or one service over another? Track record is the best determining factor, I'm guessing. One, can you not be
Lady
detected?
Lady? I
And
know I've
two,
heard of
can
Lady
you
Lady.
Shut the fuck up about it. That's mostly what you're paying for, right? Silence. If someone were to bot your streams and then run their mouth, then it was worthless in the end because now everyone knows you are a fraud. So this is the fork in the road. From here on, you can go with a couple of different narratives. One, he's telling the truth about everything. Unlikely, but hey. Two, he's telling the truth about the bots, but not about the other half. Or he's lying about the entire thing. Let me know which one you think. In my opinion, shit's not adding up. I don't believe him at all. I do think he's done this before based on how he speaks. He
So
doesn't
based
sound
on
like
how
he's
he
making
speaks,
up
he is
the
not
actual
somebody I
botting
would
process.
believe
I just
anything
don't
he
think
said
he's
at
done
all.
This in particular. He did show that he can buy Instagram followers and likes. So as I had assumed while watching this, he is a legit botter, if you will. It's just the story of how he got here that is suspect. So let's go over this alleged timeline. First, we got to establish who reached out to who.
Yeah, I got reached out to. It was May 5th afternoon, and that's when they were like, and I will send you also receipts of that as well. Me being reached out to by the third party and then being paid by
So
them.
full of shit.
And they actually told me, they're like, hey, we can make some money on this. They just did this drop. They want to just push it. That's how they worded it. They said we want to push the song. We want to make it look like a crazy hit, and we want to go crazy, and everybody wants to get paid.
Okay.
So I'm saying, fine, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
Could you send me that as well?
Okay, so let me get this right. He does not sell.
You ain't
direct
got to
himself.
work to make
He
this
is
song look like a
middleman.
massive
Then that
hit.
entity gives him the contract.
Put a
so he's
camera in a
unbiased
club.
about it.
What would that cost? Say 10 million streams. What would that cost?
So for me on my side,
Yeah.
10 million, I would probably charge like $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
never
thing
flop
is, that's
ever. What?
That's my cost. So let's say somebody wants to resell my service, which they usually do, which my service is resold all around.
Yeah.
People put it on sites, people could post on Instagram, hey, you want streams?
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
you want this? Hey, you want that? So they would upcharge it at whatever cost they want.
Okay, so maybe they upcharge it to 8,000 for 1 million streams.
Yeah, and then they make their cut, and then I'm still making my money. But it really just depends on who you're talking to and who you're using. So let's say I want to do streams for this person, but they reached out to me directly. I'm not going to tax them. I'm going to give them the cost, so they come back to me. Let's say another person, an A&R, reached out to me for an artist. They're going to give them a tax price, so they make money. Yeah. So, I mean, my service is resold. And the thing about it is I don't work for a certain person. I don't work for a certain company. So I'm not going to, like tell people, no, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy that. No, I'm not going to help you do this. No, I'm not going to help you that. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to me and it makes me money. So I have no bias. I've never worked for somebody because I liked them. I never worked, didn't do work for somebody because I hated them.
I'm not sure what being unbiased about anything has to do with this, but let's go on. Because I feel like being biased or unbiased would go out the window, because the second you know the song, you would have to know the artist too, right? So the only conclusion that I could draw from this sentence or scenario would be the third party speaks with the customer, they draw up a contract, and you just execute after you are contacted through them, through the third party. Because otherwise, what's stopping you from being biased? Also, based off what he's saying, the third party is speaking to a third party from Kendrick's camp. So there's like 3 walls of communication through this thing.
So I actually did get reached out to a third party.
Yeah, 3 stratas of disbelief. I don't want to listen to the guy describe his self because I don't believe
It's all
him.
good. So when did everything go bad?
It's being.
Just give me the breakdown.
All right. Contacts a third party or that Kendrick letting good, quote unquote. They offered to pay him $5K, then a percentage of the song after. They send $2.5K, and he does it before receiving the rest of the $5K that he was promised down. Academics asked him, did it seem strange that they didn't pay all of it all up front? And he says no, because some artists pay him after.
I've been doing it.
You just mean they want to see if it works. You're supposed to be the guy. You are known for being the guy that can get it done, which is why they came to you, right? So they know the service is going to work. Where is this?
Also, why do they got to be cheap about it?
Camp turns them down, and now he's forced to ruin his whole business over $15K. Make it make sense. What's going on? But you did all of that, and now you're scared. I felt bad at first, but you walked into this ass whooping by yourself. Then academics ask him the question, why don't you go to the police if you're feeling threatened? And he says they're not going to help. Let's address this real quick. If you feel threatened, call the police. You are it's again. This is
I don't
kinda
believe
your
in
fault.
I don't believe in cop Collins, so I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I don't know about that. I don't know if call the police is the right answer. What else do we want to watch, y'all? What should we be watching? I guess we can watch the Lady opening. No, not Lady. Not Lady Lynn. I want Lady. There we go.
Lin, 優しく強く美しく素敵な
This does not look like something I would enjoy at all. You want to hear it in Arabic? All right. Oh my God. That beat change.
فوق جواد الحلم الأبيض ترحل معنا ليل نهار بين قصور الدنيا تركض وتورد مثل الأطيار هيا نصغي لحكايتها نبدأ معها ونتابعها لنهايتها
That was interesting. The most popular anime opening from each year, voted on by who? Goated, possibly the greatest of all time. Definitely up there. Top 5. Those horns. Moe agare, Gandamu. Gandamu. Hey, landed, it's Idion. It's your boy. Also goated. Oh, this one's good. Magic play is dancing. I forgot that's the lyric. Yeah. Also goated. Probably top 10 at least. Oh, I love that bit. I said bit and part at the same time and made it into Bart. Yeah, Pegasus Fantasy. Top 10. Cynthia. Hurricane. I don't know that one. I like it though. Shala, inshallah. Oh, this one's okay. I don't know if it would be my favorite from 1990 necessarily, but I don't know what else came out that year. Really? Huh. I never heard this. Doesn't seem that special to me, but you know. This is obviously a classic. That fucking bass line is outrageous in that song. I don't know if I've heard We Got a Power. Oh hey, Larkin Ciel. This song's probably more popular than this show is. I don't remember that song at all, though. Of course. G Gundam. I don't remember this one either. I'm sorry, but it doesn't quite live up to the American version.
I think it's time to blow this thing.
Get everybody in the stuff together.
Okay,
3, 2,
1.
Definite top 10. Ooh, yeah. Yume o kakiyatsume sagashimono sagashi ni yuku. Oh, yes. They only would ever play like 5 seconds of this song on Adult Swim. But it would always be stuck in my head. I want DJ to play. Man, I don't remember this one at all. It sounds cool. I'm sure there's got to be another 2001 OP I would know over that one. How did Heart of Sword not make it in here anywhere? Or was that an ending theme? That might have been an ending theme, actually. Never mind. What about Sobakasu, though? How did that make not in big in? Yeah, this one, classic. Hey, it's Orenji Renji. I know them for that Code Gay ass song. Oh yeah, I know this one. This one was fucking everywhere. Oh, now we're getting into the otaku era. This song might as well have created otaku. Nagara. That's all I remember from this song. Sekai sae mo saete shimate hora. I don't know this one. I don't know these deep tier Naruto songs. I've probably heard it. I like this one. Maybe the hardest song to sing of all time. I don't really care for My Soul Your Beats. It's fine. It's catchy, but it's definitely not the best song in the show. The Galnerius cover of that song, because that guy is the lead singer of Galnerius, but the Galnerius version is way better. I hate Crossing Field. I hate Lisa. That's not true. I think they have maybe a song I like somewhere. Yeah, Guren no Yumiya is good. This is my least favorite Ling Toste Segure anime opening. I wish that the Psycho Pass Abnormalize was more popular. I've never heard of the Oral Cigarettes. What a name. The Erased OP. Ugh. There was definitely better OPs in 2016. Definitely better OPs in 2016. This seems fine. I don't know that one, but okay, this kind of goes. Yeah, see, I get why this is popular. This sounds cool. I don't know that one either. Lisa, again, still with the hits. Yeah, no, at least I hate their guitar tones. Like, just everything just sounds like a wash. I don't remember that song at all. No, it just sounds like an anime opening. I don't like that at all. I don't know that one, but I can see why that one's popular. Oh, I hate this fucking song. No, it just sounds like a knockoff Toho song. It's just a fake Toho song. This one's good, though. This is really this year? Already feels like forever ago. Well, recent years, the popular anime openings have not been so great, I must say. There had to have been better anime openings that came out in all those years that time has not sussed out yet. I can't believe Uninstall wasn't the most popular song of whatever the fuck year that came out. Uninstall. Zuckerberg, dicks in London, Florida, and France. Ooh, uninstall. I have watched Chainsaw Man. I just didn't watch the opening. Uninstall. I don't usually like anime openings that much. It's rare that I think they're actually that good. You know, a lot of the best ones were collected in the early days of that video. But when we got to like the 2020s, I was just like, uh-oh, these songs kind of suck. These are just the songs that happen to be the openings of the popular shows. I mean, even as early as the 2000s, that's kind of true. But at least the early Bleach and Naruto OPs were like really unique. And there's a reason they were popular, you know? What are you asking me to watch? What the fuck is Pastel? Oh, Pastel Yumi, not Pastel Yum. Landon, I don't want to watch Little Magical Girls. Everything you've recommended to me is like an identical 90s Magical Girl show. It's too much Magical Girl. They're all exactly the same. So it's just a cute little girl with like roller skates or something, doing nothing. Yeah, no Azoken OP. That's crazy. I would show you my favorite OP's videos, but they got taken off the YouTube, so I know they're not safe to play. What's more free anime I can watch? What's another free anime? You want to learn how to make Brazilian empanadas?
Brazilian pastel are one of the most famous and delicious street food in Brazil. Take a bowl, put 350 grams of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons butter, 1 egg,
okay, I can do
1
this.
teaspoon vinegar, and water as required.
I think I have all
Now
that
knead
stuff.
it with your hands.
What? Maybe not on hand, but no, I do think I have all that stuff.
Once done, cover it with cling wrap and set it aside for 30 minutes.
Dirty.
Meanwhile, let's make the fillings. Add 2 tablespoons of oil in a pan. Next, add 400 grams of minced meat, 2 pieces of chopped garlic cloves, 1 medium-sized chopped tomato, 1 small-sized chopped onion, and give it a stir. Let's add spices. 2 to 3 green chilies, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon red chili, 1 teaspoon black pepper, and salt according to your taste. Now keep stirring it slowly until your mince is properly
We don't
cooked.
have the meat or the vegetables, but that wouldn't be that hard to acquire.
It's time to shape the pasta. Take the dough you made, flatten it out.
This music makes me want
Cut
to
a
sit on a
rectangle out
beach
of
and
it
drink a
and
Mai
put it
Tai.
aside.
Y'all, I'm so excited. I think I'm actually getting paid tomorrow. I think some of the money you've also
Repeat the
generously been
process
giving
so we
me
can
will
have another
actually
piece of
reach me
rectangle.
tomorrow.
Put your minced meat in the center. Put the second rectangle on top of it. And close the sides with the help of a fork.
It's like a ravioli.
Repeat the same process for each pastel. We're going to deep fry them at 350 Fahrenheit until they are golden brown from each side. Once done, put them on a
Oh
cooling rack
shit,
for
I already
3
got
minutes
my
so
money.
you won't lose their crispiness.
Oh my
Your
god.
amazing pocket-sized, delicious Brazilian
Yo.
pastel are ready to be served.
I can't believe it. It came early. Christmas came early, everybody. I didn't think I was gonna have any money until tomorrow. It's traditionally my money is supposed to come on the 21st, but it's been showing up late. So I was not counting on it coming. You're getting a lot of lag on Twitch. Assemblant. But TurloZap isn't. Maybe it's just your own internet. I got my money, y'all. I can't believe it. Let's do the real quick. Let's do the audit. I've been meaning to do this. So I've been trying to talk about every single purchase that I make on this stream so that all of it can become a tax write-off. And I took a whole trip, a 6-day trip to and from Texas. Spent, what little bit of money I had, I spent by the end of that trip pretty much, or on weed when I got back. So, let's take accounting. I got to make sure I get the receipts that are mine. So I've also got Bird's receipts in here. Oh God, they don't have names on them. What the hell is Milo Zero? Oh, my tea. This is from the other day. It's from the 17th. On the 17th, I bought these 3 of this at Walmart for $10.54. So 3 jugs of tea. We've got a Quick Trip receipt in Memphis, Arkansas on the 13th for $4.14 for 2 bottles of Ozarka spring water. It's like the cheapest, bottled water they got down there in the Ozarks. Let's see. Wawa, the 19th, I got a ham and cheese croissant melt. That was when I went to do my weed pickup. So that was $5.49. Delicious. I love those croissant melts. It was definitely worth, even though they've raised the price on it. Let's see. Raising Cane's on the 11th, $17.73. Again, there's no way for me to really tell if these are mine or Bird's. I thought they'd have more identifying information on them. Still trying to be guarded with them because I don't want them to accidentally have. This is just says, "Hey Caniac, tell us about your visit." I'll tell you about my visit. It was covered in iced tea. I don't know if y'all have been to Raising Cane's recently. Oh God, not. Gotta constantly switch my programs. I do want this empanada recipe. because I can go grocery shopping now that I have money. I thought I was gonna be. I ate all my frozen waffles. I thought I was just gonna be like hungry today, but it looks like last second, right before I had to be hungry for a moment, I got paid. Isn't that incredible? Here we go. Raising Cane's. Look at this shit. Fucking iced tea is literally everywhere. He's carrying himself, like drinks full of him. It's fucking freaky. So much iced tea at the Raising Cane's. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Where'd I put my fucking phone just now? Oh, I just stashed it up my ass like a fool. I got so excited. Okay. What's your card number and PIN, Trixie? It's 777777777777777. Isn't that miraculous? All right. This says T novelty. Novelty? It's the letter T space novelty. There's two $8.99 charges for a novelty at the Walland Center in Tennessee. What the fuck is this a receipt for on the 13th? What novelty did we get at the fucking Welcome Center in Tennessee? Novelty? What is a novelty? Why were they both $8.99? What did we get two of that was $10? Welcome to Walland Center. Walland, Tennessee. I figure out what the fuck this is. Welcome to Walland Center. Walland Center. It's a convenience store. Was it food? What the fuck is a novelty? Why do we have two charges of it? Okay, well. Yeah, I think Raising Cane's is just okay. There's nothing really special about it. This says Bird on it, so this is definitely one of Bird's receipts. The Holiday, place in Holiday, Tennessee. 4 crispy chicken sandwiches. This was at this is an Arby's, a truck stop Arby's. It was a total of $13.17 because they were doing a like 2 for $6 crispy chicken sandwiches. So we just got 4 of them. They were actually pretty good. I was surprised that the Arby's chicken sandwich was not bad. Definitely not bad for that deal. We've got a Shell receipt in Little Rock, Arkansas for $24.55 worth of gas. Luckily, gas is pretty cheap down there. Arkansas, I think, had the cheapest gas of anywhere that we drove through. Even cheaper than Texas, which was crazy. Texas was like $1 up from where it was fucking last year. And Arkansas was down. It was strange. Flying J. Let's see, another gas receipt for exactly $20. I believe I paid that in cash. Brahms, the greatest of all time, the absolute goated fast food place. It only exists in a 200-mile radius of Oklahoma City or something like that. But it's so fucking good and so fucking cheap. Let's see. There's a double quarter-pound cheeseburger combo for $9.29 with a medium Diet Coke and medium fries, a single dip vanilla added onto it, cone, and then a triple quarter-pound cheeseburger, only bacon, mayo, mustard, ketchup, $9.98, a large fry and a large water, 3 Brahms dipping sauce, $28.74. That's a pretty hefty couple of burgers we got there. Okay, that was like expensive for a Brahms order for 2. But that's because there was so much added to those burgers. Pleasure House Brewing. All right. This is what I was drinking on streams the last few days. This is credited to Bird. Actually does have identifying information on it. I got the Liquid Communication Belgian Triple for $8. Coyote de Regresso BA Stout for $7. A 4-pack of Liquid Communication for $15.49. Totaling $33.14. Okay. Let's see. Love's in Providence, Virginia. Looks like 2 alkaline waters for $5, 3 hot dogs for $7.50, and a roller grill tornado for $2.50, totaling $16.25. Let's see here. Waffle House in Waynesboro, Virginia. This was all from the drive. It's 8 hours across Virginia before you get to Tennessee, which is also 7 hours across. And then you're officially in the Midwest. Waffle House, Waynesboro, Virginia, $32.25. I always get the grilled chicken sandwich. It's incredibly underappreciated. Ooh, this is a big one. All right, Lidl. This was our grocery shop before the trip on the 8th. So technically this wasn't in service of the trip, but a lot of this got taken with us. Let's see. What did we spend $73.59 on at Lidl? I got a box of Diet Coke. That was expensive, $7.48, because it's at Lidl. That was a bit wasteful of me. Black Angus steak, 1.5 pounds for $13.93. Black Angus skirt steak, 1.5 pounds for $13.85. Cayenne pepper for $2, minced garlic $2, chili powder 79 cents, ground cumin 79 cents, potato chips for $2, chicken bulgogi for $7, crushed tomato for under $2, ground beef 80% for $10, smoked paprika for $2, whole milk for $1.78, red peppers for $3. That's a lot of red peppers. Shallots for $2.39. Greek seasoning for $1, onions yellow, sweet for $1, and bananas for $half. I always get like 3 bananas. That's what I know I'll guarantee to eat. All right, what else we got here? Whoa. Tennessee is not west, it's Appalachia. I said once you have crossed Tennessee, you're in the Midwest. Let's see. Quick Trip. I got a whatchamacallit for $2.29 and 2 Rooster Boosters for $2 each. Rooster Boosters are their energy drink. It's cheap and it doesn't taste that good, but god damn, it's full of energy. Let's see. This looks like another gas receipt for $26.56. Where was this? This doesn't even say where it is. Doesn't even say what business it is. Probably some dinky gas station in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Love's, my favorite travel stop. 1 extra large fountain drink for $2.40. I don't even remember when we stopped at a Love's and just got a fountain drink. Maybe that was like connected to one of the times we got gas. So that's all the receipts I have in here. I know we spent more money than that. I know Bird got a few times he got gas that he didn't register, by which I mean didn't, hand me the receipt. Let's see what else I've had to pay for lately, right? I paid for some super chats, I think mostly to Riley's stream when he was getting arrested, and to the biggest problem in the universe when I was convincing them to send their stream over to me. I have a $50 Walmart charge. I'm surprised that receipt wasn't in there. I don't think. Let's see. So I paid like $8 in super chats to biggest problem. $5.29 to Steam games. What did I buy on Steam lately? When did I spend $5 on Steam? I don't remember that. It was on June 10th. I don't remember buying a $5 game recently, other than the one I had bought like a few weeks ago that somebody paid me to do. $10 YouTube super chat, I think. I don't remember that. That's probably the one to Riley then, right? Let's see. $20 charge at Flying J. Barnes & Noble membership renewal for $26.50. What the fuck? I got to make sure I cancel that. I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in forever. I didn't realize I was paying $30 a year for a Barnes & Noble membership. Well, that's a good thing to know. That's a waste. There's a food receipt for $30. I don't remember seeing in there. Let's see. Twitter, my $3 a month to pay for Twitter Blue so I can upload long videos. $15.89 for Spotify for me and Bird's shared account. Yeah, okay, here's the other super chats. They were split up. PayPal? This is a campground. Yeah, I paid $35 for a campground in Tennessee when we were on the way home. And then I've got $100 withdrawal, which was for buying weed vapes. And that's it. So then, just today, finally, I received the $1,852 that YouTube processed for me from last month. That's what you all gave me last month, just through super chats, pretty much, almost exclusively. Like a little bit of that is ad revenue, but $1,852 in super chats from last month. At the time, I had called it 2,000, and I figured out the reason for that is that when YouTube is telling me how much I've made on stream while I'm streaming, it is like the total number of like dollars, but it doesn't actually calculate the conversion rates, like what that money is worth in USD, until it gets into the analytics. So, you know, because most of the currency I am sent is foreign, the numbers can be wildly different, you know, between what I see when I'm streaming. So I've stopped paying attention to the accumulative number I'm making while I'm streaming. I just don't believe it anymore. Also, people started paying me through Cash App and Venmo. So, you know, I mean, it hasn't happened as much recently, but at the start of the month, I received some Cash App and Venmo payments that, you know, were the reason I had any money to go on that trip with. Otherwise, I would have been broke all month. But hey, wow. I've got $2,000 now to make it through to the next time that I get sent money by YouTube or Patreon or by y'all just direct donating to me. All right, I burned away most of the audience by doing that incredibly long audit segment, but guess what? I'm ending this stream so I can go take a piss and then go grocery shopping because I didn't think I'd be able to do that today, and I'm hungry. I want to eat something. So I'll be back later. All right? Peace out. I'll see you later today, probably. Very least later tonight.